And starting us off here over in the 3 o'clock position we have in the brown, fighting for red, it's Cadenzi.
That's right, and her opponent in the 6 o'clock location as our skin-colored creamy white Zerg is Richly, of course, playing for Soul. And oh man, you beat me to it, setting the network.
Yeah, syncing for me is that feeling like when I'm casting with Sail, and all of a sudden I see the Protoss players suicide all their carriers, and then I realize I'm not in sync in the replay anymore.
Kind of on the same path before you scout it. I don't know if you can really react quite in time. So you mentioned it's very close by air, but it's actually a very long distance away by ground. So maybe that will give Richly enough time to react. But I mean, there's 6 links coming across the map, and his pool's not even done yet. Just now finishing up.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very close. Now, Cadenzi does look like she will get the edge. She's going to get up to the hatchery before any Zerglings will be able to get there for Richly. But of course, there is going to be that little bit of delay as these Zerglings are about to pop out of their eggs.
And they cannot pop quickly enough, and so drones are going to be pulled off just to make sure that these Zerglings have a little bit to worry about. Now, it's very tenuous just because obviously you don't want to use drones at this point, but he is going to lose one as that hatchery gets canceled, and even the drones that he did pull are going to be really worth their weight in gold right now. It's lost mining time, it's maybe some vulnerabilities.
This is a lot of lings.
Yeah, it really is. Now, obviously, home field advantage because of that long rush distance does give Richly maybe a defensive advantage. He also got a couple of extra hits, but he's taking a bad fight in a concave right there. Luckily, he had a good concave around the other end. It was this weird kind of S-shaped fight where both players have good concaves and they both kind of eat each other, but oh wow, actually catching a couple of Cadenzi's lings on hold position there, he is going to go for a speedling all in. Speed is just so effective, so as soon as he goes for this,
by now if he was going to do it,
it's almost done.
Oh, okay, I haven't had a chance to look it up, but following this crazy amount of ling movement, but it looks like Cadenzi is going to be able to hold her ramp for now. Cadenzi doesn't actually have a sunken back here though, so if these lings do fall, she could be in trouble.
Now, fortunately, they die instantly, so that will give Richly a chance to go kill them. But there's 3 mutas out right now, and so that's protecting all of these drones, and that's only 3 mutas.
Lings in Cadenzi's main taking out so
many
my god,
drones. No way! Holy cow, I didn't even see that. Thanks for pointing that out, Kicks. Every drone is going to die, all but one that escapes into the gas. Eventually, the mutas come back, but perfect.
He's going to build it next to his spore as well. He just wants to make sure. This is basically him securing. Maybe if she can hold off for long enough, she'll be able to do something, but this is going to be a lot of air units coming out of Richly as soon as he gets that Spire up.
It assists. I'm thankful that I have somebody who's better at the jargon than I am. So just...
I was going to say I did say that, but I thought...
Well, I mean, she's from Scotland, so I would have gone with Lass, but I think either one of them are pretty good. Or is that Irish? I have no idea. I'm just appropriating cultures right and left here, Kick, because I can't help myself.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult, but there we go. We're going to have more lings moving in to the drone line. Looks like a nice drone drill trying to go down, but there's just so many lings. There's more lings. Like, there's almost double lings to the amount of mutas there are at the moment. And Cadenzi's done a good job building her drone count up again, but I mean, her Spire is going to go down.
No, it's not actually going to go down. It's only about a half.
If she can take down the spawn, maybe she can make something happen in the natural. Looks like we're going to have Scourge versus Belisks. One Scourge does go, one muta does go down. It's going to be 3 versus 2, but the Spire is going to go down for Richly. It looks like this is so unbelievably close.
Yeah, Richly didn't actually build a whole lot of units. Now there's a bunch of Scourge popping out here, so maybe. Oh wow, okay, so now
her ling advantage here. Well, it's actually going to be ling parity right now as they're going to clash in the middle. It looks like Richly actually got the first hit.
Yeah, so they don't. I think there's maybe 4 Scourge to 3 mutas, so I think perfect connections here would even be maybe a little bit too much to ask. So good micro. The control against it means that 5 mutas stay alive, and that's 5 more than Cadenzi wants there to be.
Yeah, and we've got lings coming in for both sides again. Cadenzi, though.
Yeah, I think this might just be it, Kicks. A really crazy game. I have no idea how it was that close after everything. I mean, Cadenzi lost almost every single drone and still almost managed to come back by killing that Spire. But in the end, that's going to do it. Cadenzi taps out, and Richly does what no female Brood War player in Korea could and takes out Cadenzi.
Yeah, what a crazy ZVC. Okay guys, welcome back. You're watching the STPL. We are about to head into BuLL versus mSj game number 3. So without further ado, let's introduce our players. So starting here for BuLL team in game number 3, we are going to have, over on the left hand side of your screen, it's going to be as the Zerg for BuLL team. It's Dark. Now, Dark did go 0 for 5 last round, so not the strongest player on BuLL. But he's going to be back here in round 3 to prove everybody wrong, prove he was actually just sleep deprived last time because he was playing at like 7 AM his time or something crazy. He's going to be up against mSj's Jedi 1. Now, Jedi 1 did lose his first game. He did do pretty well in his show matches though that he played before the start of round 3. Gonna be excited how he's gonna be doing here against Protoss. He did actually lose his first game, but I believe that was a PvP that he did actually have to play, so a little bit different here. Obviously a little less going on. Gonna be a PvZ, and it's gonna be here on Neo Ground Zero. Now, Neo Ground Zero, one of the more standard maps in the pool. Obviously, one of the big major differences with Ground Zero compared to a lot of the other maps is there is a mineral only third, so not really too much else to say about it. 4 corner spawns, gas bases at 3 and 9 o'clock. And that's going to be the only other non-main natural gas base combinations as well. So going to be very important to secure one of those early on as a Zerg player. If you want to be aggressive, obviously you can. If you want to be more defensive, go for one of the other mains. But without further ado, let's head into the game. And let's get ourselves started with game number 3. It's BuLL Dark versus mSj's Jedi 1. Let's get started. Okay, starting us off here in the top right hand position, we do have, as the orange Protoss, it's going to be Jedi 1 fighting for mSj. And his opponent down here in the bottom right hand position in the yellow, fighting for BuLL, it's going to be Dark. Now you guys will have to excuse me for just 1 second. I just need to go and wash my eye out with some water because my eye is itching like crazy. So let's follow the probe for a sec. Don't go anywhere. It's a good job this is a PvZ, because that probe just took us on a journey while I was wiping my eye with cold water. I'm back once again, so we're going to have a 9 hatch. Well, actually, he's actually going for a 9 hatch here at the natural expansion. The Overlord is going to be scouting in the correct location, but what's Jedi 1 going to do behind this? Is he going for a Nexus first, or is this going to be for a Gateway? It looks like he's actually going for a Nexus first here against this 9 hatchery play. So it's going to be 9 hatch into 9 pool into gas. Now this is a build I can't say I've seen very often, so I'm not really sure how this is going to play out. Maybe this is a special Dark build that he's prepared for this map. And then we are going to have Nexus first, which this Overlord of course is going to scout. Going to be a Forge coming up behind this, and obviously there's not really going to be too much that Jedi 1, or sorry, Dark can actually do about this for now. So he's just going to be building his spawning pool. Gonna see if he can get some early links. Probably won't be able to get too much damage done though. So maybe best to actually just build 2. Looks like he's going to build 4 links for now. Actually going to build 6 links. So it looks like he does want to try and go in and try and stop this. Now we have seen Dark go for a proxy hatchery before. Is he actually going to do it? I thought for a second he was going to try and proxy hatchery where the cannon was. But that drone is going to have to fall back. Going to pull back away from the cannon. Now, unfortunately, if he is going to go for a proxy hatchery, there is unbuildable terrain there, but it looks like it's just going to be a large swell of lings. There's only a single cannon here right now, and this could be a very, very quick game. Unfortunately, Jedi 1 pulling some additional probes. Second cannon is coming in, but the first cannon hasn't even finished yet, and the probes are going to have to work their little hearts off. Use their cannon, well, use their lasers even to try and do the best they can. Now we are going to have the first cannon going down. 4 more lings going to go after the second cannon. Looks like the probes, unfortunately, going to go down in this 12 Nexus play, proving a little bit too greedy. Looks like 9 hatchery isn't all that greedy. We do have the gateway in. The cannons have gone down. Looks like he's going to try and hold on for now, but he is going to be up against 4 more lings. So there's going to be 7 lings attacking this pylon. Looks like the gateway won't even finish. All of the probes have been pulled down now. Going for a cannon, but he's lost his power, and he needs another pylon. He doesn't have the money for a pylon at the moment, so that's a little bit awkward. I mean, he's trying his best to use the probes to defend against this, but this is so much damage going down. Finally, he has enough. I mean, he's mining with a single probe back at home. The lings are going to get into the main now. Looks like a couple of drones have been brought up here to maybe try and do a little bit of extra damage. But back at home, we do have a good drone saturation. But the trouble is, he is actually not mining with all of his drones. He's using a lot of time and energy to try and micro these lings. He knows he can win this game from here. And it looks like one of the lings have been shade off. The gateway is eventually going to be able to finish one of these zealots, but these are speedlings now. And how on earth is a single zealot going to be able to do anything against this number of speedlings? Now, looks like we are going to have the Nexus under fire just a little bit. The zealot actually getting a little bit too far forward. The lings think they can take that. Good micro on the zealot to get a few extra lings, and I think he maybe should have done. But there's going to be 3 lings back here to defend. A third hatchery coming on the way for Dark. And I mean, this is just so annoying for Dark right now. A Jedi 1 even. He's going to try and build another zealot, but he's barely mining right now. He's just constantly being forced to chase around the Zerglings even. And 3 lings in his main mineral line, going to clean up the rest of his probes. 2 of them do go down. 2 manage to escape, but for how long? And how much is this really going to matter? Because there's another large swell of lings moving across the map right now. And it looks like Dark has done it. It looks like Dark have given BuLL the 3-0 win here over Jedi 1. And GG! Dark takes down Jedi 1 in an incredibly fast game. And that's going to take us to the end of this series. Now, normally I would say at this point, if there's a 4th game played, we will watch it, but unfortunately, the 4th game was a walkover. I'm not entirely sure who got the walkover, so I'm going to confirm that with the captains after the cast, because I know they're both probably at work right now. Both of them live in the Americas, so I'll obviously be able to figure that out. But this isn't it for the STPL for today, don't worry. Dark, of course, giving BuLL that win there. But just to quickly update the standings and do a quick recap of how this series went. We can actually have a look over at the results screen, and then a quick look at the Group B or Group A table even. So let's have a look. So we had Flymeo taking down Darkish there, Rainer taking down Lamozerg, Dark taking down Jedi 1 to finish off the series 3-0 in favor of BuLL team. Now that doesn't mean mSj are really poor. Their players didn't have the best of luck with their build orders. Maybe could have been a different situation if things had been different. Well, obviously that's kind of like an obvious thing to say, but just to have a look at the Group A rankings at the end of round 3, week 2. At the top of the group, we're going to have Naz with 7-for-1. 2-0 match wins, obviously. Media just behind them with 6-for-2 game wins. FBW just behind them with 6-for-4. BuLL team move up to 3rd position, or 4th position even, just above White Clan. They're actually going to be above them for the first time in the STPL overall, and they're doing a pretty good job at this round so far. White They went into the ace match against White, and they won 3-0 here against mSj, so that's going to put them in 4th position. 5th position is going to be going to White Clan. 6th goes to Valhalla. 7th to Ash. And 8th, unfortunately, to our new team, mSj. Obviously them at the bottom of the table with just 1 for 6. They've not had the best of luck so far. They're playing against Meteor and BuLL teams, so not had very easy opponents. That's going to bring us to the end of this series, but there's going to be another series after this. I'd say this is more the main event of today, not that I have anything against BuLL team or mSj, but we're going to have 2 of our veteran teams from the STPL, Seoul versus IRK, 2 of the strongest teams from round 1 and round 2, duking it out here for the first time in round 3. So let's have a look at that game as soon as we get back after this, and you're going to see my cat go in front of my camera in a second. And yeah, we'll be back in just over 5 or just under 5 minutes for some more STPL action. See you guys very soon. And I say that and I can't see my screen right now. Now I can. See you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Just before I go as well, there is a match Reno code, which I'll spam in just a second. STPL3, and obviously follow STPL on Twitter and YouTube. But see you guys